Rishi Kapoor first faced the camera at the age of 2 in his father's film Shri 420. Clearly, he was bitten by the acting bug because since then he's acted in, and I'm sure he's going to dispute this, roughly 150 films according to IMDb. In the 70s, while Amitabh Bachchan had seized the nation's attention as the angry young man, Rishi Kapoor delivered hit after hit. One terrific performance after another in films that we still love today. It is an honor, of course, and a privilege that he's agreed to join us today and speak to us about a career spanning over 40 years in the movies. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Rishi Kapoor.
Hey! तुमने कभी किसी से प्यार किया? किया! कभी किसी को दिल दिया? दिया! मैंने भी दिया! La 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 la. Don't expect me to dance like what Varun was doing in this song.
Sir, it's a life lived in front of the camera. How do you still keep this passion, this enthusiasm, and keep delivering?
You know, you must be fond of your work. As a child also, whenever my mommy gave me a slap, I used to go in front of the mirror to see how I look when I cry. I love acting and I get paid for it, so I've got no complaints.
Do you remember that period in, I think it was the early 2000s or a little before that when you transitioned? Do you remember that exact period, and was that a hard decision for you to make, that whether you wanted to even transition, whether you wanted to now be a character actor?
You know, there was a time I was not doing anything in films. I was just singing songs, flying to Switzerland or going to Ooty to sing songs, running around trees and wearing sweaters. To be honest, I never had anything to play in films. You know, I am enjoying now. It's my time to enjoy, to do certain roles.
You know, on the outside, you've adapted so well to changing times. You've been working for so long. Cinema's changed, technology's changed. You've adapted really well. Is there something that you wrestle with internally? Is there other things that you find hard to adapt to?
I'm quite used to the old school of cinema. That is, every director had an edit pattern in his mind. I don't know if there's some school kids here, if you'll understand better. So actors like me cannot work in this style of recreating every emotion from every angle. It becomes very difficult for actors like me. I find it very difficult. It's my shortcoming. I have to adapt myself to this. But maybe it will take time or maybe I will not.
Chintu ji, this character was brash, he was mean, he was rude. And you've said, frankly, that you modeled him after yourself.
I played myself. I am Raj Kapoor's son in the film Chintu, but I do not belong to Himachal Pradesh. I was not born in a certain area. So that was fictionalized by the director.
You know,
and I didn't mind doing it. I thought it was a good challenge and I thought something different to do, and I would do it.
We have a very special guest in the front row. We have Neetu ji with us, Neetu Singh Kapoor, Mr. Rishi Kapoor's wife. You know, we have to get her in on this. Neetu ji, did you recognize this character that he created? Did it, you know, how much was this the real Rishi Kapoor? I mean, the brash, the rude, the mean, I mean.
But he is like that. At least 80%.
Right.
Yeah. But
so you could recognize that?
I do. But below that, he's a great person.
Sure.
He's a lovely person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Even back in the day when you said that I wasn't doing anything except singing songs and wearing sweaters, you were also at that point secure enough as an actor to do a lot of films in which frankly the women had stronger roles. You know, Prem Rog, Chandni, Damini. These were all films where the women were actually leading those stories and driving that. There's not a lot of actors, even today, who are willing to do this. I mean, a round of applause for this man, honestly.
Amongst those named right now, 2 of the films were written by Anupama's mom. Kamna ji wrote Prem Rog and wrote Chandni, both the films which I starred in. And she gave the main role to the heroine, not to me.
How do you manage to not get cynical and jaded about this business?
That's the game of show business, you know. Now, there's a math involved in cinema also. You know, we make big money. There's a gentleman sitting right in front of her. He called Mr. Vidhu Vinod Chopra, who released his last film. I'd like him to tell us what kind of money he made even in China.
We have a special message from a young actor. He's from the new generation. He's also a fan of yours like all of us are. He's a young heartthrob actor. You might recognize him.
Hey guys, hi Papa, hi Rajiv. Thank you so much Rajiv for doing this masterclass with Rishi Kapoor. I've lived with him all my life. I have studied him, observed him, worked with him in a movie and a commercial, but I still feel there is so much to discover about this mad, childlike, crazy, natural, unbelievable actor that he is. Thank you, Papa, for all the work that you've done. Thank you for all the inspiration. Thank you for the amazing legacy that you have already left behind and you're going to continue leaving behind through your work. We all are super proud of you, and Rajiv, thank you once again for this masterclass with him. I really look forward to watching this. See you guys. Have fun.
Good actor, huh? You went on the set of Savarya. You went to the Maurat the day of the first shot, and you saw the set. You walked around the set, and you took him aside, and you said, you said, "What is this place? Where are we? What time of day or night is this? One side there's a bridge, one side there's a Lido di Pari, one side there's a waterfall. What is going on?" And Ranbir didn't have answers, and you said, "Best of luck." True or false?
अभी तो रिजल्ट आउट हो गया है तो yes, it is absolutely true.
Neetu ji, I have to ask you, okay? Because my whole life, this is what I do with my husband. I'm constantly pinching, kicking. Mat bolo, ye mat bolo. Is this your life too?
You must see the bloody nishans I have on my bloody shin. With all the damn kicks she's been giving me all my life. Under the table, you know, ching, ching, ching. We are actually battling all our lives under the table.
What do I do when you have a person like this who's so frank and who just doesn't care, you know? He just say whatever he wants to.
Chintuji, the other myth is that you do not shoot at night. And I know there's an incident. If you don't remember it, I will. Tell us. You refuse to shoot at night.
There was this director friend of mine who was insistent and after me to narrate a story. And those I was very busy. I told this director friend of mine that you come over to the studio, we'll have lunch together, and when we travel that distance of an hour above, you narrate me the story. He said, fair enough. So we packed up at 2 o'clock, we had lunch, discussed. I told him, you sit in my van, tell your car to follow my car. तो इधर उधर की बातें हुई ऐसे चल यार शुरू कर तू अपनी पिक्चर की कहानी बता तो he said सर कहानी है एक रात की और उस रात में होता है 1 मिनट क्या कहा तूने इसे सर मैंने कहा कहानी एक रात की तो मेरे ड्राइवर का नाम था तुकाराम अच्छा तुकाराम गाड़ी रोको तो स्टॉप द वैन इसे बाहर निकल इसे क्यों इसे मैं रात की पिक्चर करूँगा नहीं और पिक्चर यू विल बी डूइंग नाइट्स विद मी मरवाएगा मुझे आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन डूइंग द फिल्म आई लेफ्ट दैट फिल्म बिकॉज ही वाज गोइंग टू मेक इट इन ओनली द नाइट्स
I remember you calling me up. I had reviewed Kamine on my television show, and I remember you calling me up and saying, "तुमको बड़ी अच्छी लगी है फिल्म?" I said, "बहुत अच्छी लगी सर." Saying, तुमने क्या देखा? So I said, "Sir, you saw my review?" नहीं तुमने क्या देखा? So I said, ये देखा मुझे कुछ दिखा ही नहीं इतनी काली पिक्चर थी डार्क फिल्म थी I mean, it's beautiful. You know, these are moments I will always love and cherish.
ये तुम में मेरे में बात है. We should not talk about this in public, यार.
Sir, do you have any regrets? Do you wish you had done anything differently?
क्या हो सकता है regret यार? I have a great regret that now that Rajiv reminded me, I made 3 films with the heroine and none of those 3 films did well. None of those 3 films fared well at the box office. And the leading lady was Madhuri Dixit. मेरी तीनों पिक्चरें पिट गई. And I felt very bad about it. I could not make a hit film with her. And देखिए irony की बात that Madhuri works with my son in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani and makes the biggest hit of his career. She just does one song but makes the biggest hit of his career. So ऊपर वाला सोच समझ के इधर उधर काट देता अपना टिकट.
And of course, Neetu ji, you also have to comment on this. His latest reinvention, his newest avatar is of course the Twitter one.
That is the one really gets me into problems and gets me into trouble.
That's my sore point, so I'm not going to interfere.
So let me read out a few of his tweets. Why do male-female actors wear dark sunglasses in the night? Especially at parties and airports where media hangs around. Check this out. I am not Ranbir mailbox.
all women actually, they become my followers only to get through to Ranbir. And they only send me messages and I get fed up, yaar. I'm not his bloody postman, yaar. You keep sending me messages, you keep befriending me only because you want to send a message to Ranbir. So that was in protest for that.
Here's another protest. Please save RA Greenery, as this is the only place where celebrities can take their lovers in their car. As not to be seen, I protest for it. And of course, this is his wonderful Twitter bio. Son of a famous father, father of a famous son. I'm the hyphen in between them. All anti-national or abusers will be blocked. You're one hell of a hyphen, sir.
क्या कहूँ इसमें भाई? Whatever I've said the truthful thing. I honestly feel it. I always ask. मैंने रणबीर से भी कहा है कि if I ever see you wearing चश्मा in the night, it'll be bad for you. रात के 12 बजे यार, रात के 2 बजे ब्रिटिश एयरवेज की फ्लाइट है. Not naming any actors and actresses. 12 बजे चश्मे लगाए हुए धूप के जैसे यार मैं अभी टर्मिनल में अंदर घुसूँ तो ऐसी लाइट मेरी चमकेगी, मेरी आंखें बंद हो जाएंगी, चुंधिया जाएंगी. यार फैशन कब तक करोगे यार? कब तक अपनी झुर्रियां छुपाओगे यार? Let your face be seen.
Thank you so much, Chintuji. We are, of course, hoping that you will continue to find these great parts. You seem to just pull them out like magic.
No, I don't pull them out. They've got to be pulled out by magic.
Right.
Others have got to pull it out.
Well, we're hoping you will continue to be fascinated and passionate about making movies so that we can enjoy them and new generations can discover the genius that is Rishi Kapoor. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for
all.
giving us your wisdom.
Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.